Final session of Day 5 of the 2025 Australian Open. A lot of fives today. Val Febo here with you for the clash between Jocilin Hayman of Engadine in New South Wales and Ingrid Penfold of Broadbeach in Queensland. Looking forward to this one. Jocelyn is 2-0. Ingrid is 0-2, so the day is over the tournament is over, unfortunately, for Ingrid. Looking forward to this contest, though. Hopefully it's a cracker to finish the day. We've had two enjoyable contests to start, and Troy Corber alongside me, Val Febo. Welcome.
Thank you, Val. Here we are, third session. It's our quietest day in terms of the wind too so far, so we're happy about that.
Really nice today. And Connor Munnings, he's had a nice day as well. Connor, welcome.
Thanks, Val. Good to be here. I know, Jocelyn, 2-0, but Ingrid, it is a home ground. You can't count her out. She might cause a little bit of an upset here.
Exactly right. So, could be interesting. The actions look good. Hopefully we're in for a ripping contest to finish off Day 5 of the AO. Plenty to get excited about, though. It's been a great day. The sun's out. We've got a lot of jackaroos wandering around. Well, the three of us have signed some autographs today, which was a nice welcome start to the day. Thank you to Bernie from Seduna, I think it was.
It was.
Saw Bernie just before. He's
still around?
No, he's still around. He got Christina Christick's or Van Europ's autograph, so found her. She pointed him in the direction of Ellen Fife as well.
I think Aaron Wilson was in the tent today as well.
Yep. So there's plenty of people to see. Troy Corber's charging, as we said, $40 a photo. Mates rates, of course. As the horn goes off, this one's about to get underway. Great to have your company wherever you're watching from. Not so much around the world, as the time zones probably don't help the Europeans, but if there is anyone from Europe watching, let us know in the comments. Let us know where you are. Promise we won't stalk you.
So a bit of a master versus apprentice in this one. Jocelyn's been playing for around 20 years, and Ingrid's just clocked over 1 year in the game.
Wow, she's already playing an AO.
What she even played last year.
Wow.
With a month's experience. She played in the AO last year in a teams event. She tells me it's her first AO playing singles. She's clearly, being here again, she's loving the sport.
It's great.
Jocelyn, look at this. First bowl of the game, and she's all over it.
Brutal.
So Jocelyn's using GTRs. We do apologise that these bowls are going to look quite similar, but Jocelyn's bowls will be a little bit whiter and they don't have any stickers, where Ingrid's are a darker grey and do have club stickers on them. So hopefully that might help us. And Ingrid will be signified by the blue paddles and Jocelyn by the red.
Jocelyn has enjoyed a very handy day. 2-0 plus 29.
Look at this.
And this is a tantalising grouping for her first two bowls of the afternoon session.
Her last name's Hayman. She might be related to Dawn Hayman the way she's bowling these first two rocks.
Couldn't ask for a better start, could you?
Got Joshua Smith watching from Eureka in California. What time is it in California right now?
California.
Ingrid.
Oh, what a great bowl. Well done, Ingrid.
Second shot.
9:31 p.m. in California, so great time to sit down and watch the bowls.
Prime time almost.
Paul watching from Perth. Are you missing Clive? I think everyone misses Clive. Clive's missing us, probably. He absolutely loves the Australian Open. He loves bowls, but didn't want to hit that bowl in. This is already very confusing.
I think that was her own.
Yep, it's okay. I was going to say, how long is it going to take before one of us gets tripped up? It took 4 bowls. Clive, of course, pioneered this whole RINKSIDE live commentary booth, and he commandeered it for so long and passed the baton on. So hopefully we can do him justice here. has Jocelyn got in reply? She's pretty well pointed, but I dare say it may just cut under and not have the legs.
Ingrid asking which is her bowl, and fair enough, because
Even there, struggling to tell from...
yeah, from up in the mat, it would look a bit confusing.
How's Ingrid tracking here? A little on the high side.
Oh, no.
Oh,
I think she might have made 2 down there. And it is 2, so unfortunate conclusion to the opening end of the match. Jocilin Hayman, or for Ingrid Penfold, of course, if you're Jocilin Hayman, you're pretty happy with it. 2-0 to the New South Wales products. Playing for 20 years, as Troy alluded to before. Looking to get herself into the final rounds and the knockout stages of the women's singles. No next best qualifiers, of course, because we've got bang on 128 sections.
isn't that handy?
Yep. How is this tracking from Jocelyn? Just squirting past, but a good home to be in.
So Jocelyn's living the good life retired these days. So she's putting plenty of time into her bowls. She used to work as a lab assistant.
Ooh.
And Ingrid says work gets in the way of her playing bowls. But she works in the tourism industry. She works in tourist info services, helping restaurants and other businesses.
Oh, you'd be pretty busy, especially here.
Yeah, good place to have one of those roles, the Goldie.
Yeah, for sure. So what has Jocelyn got with her second? Much better weight. Much better weight. Still room, though. Now, Troy, I know we're very early on, but I'm eager.
You've been hanging out since I said it in the last game, didn't
Yeah,
you?
you knew exactly where I was going.
I
with this
know
too.
where you're going because you love a competition.
Yeah, I'm a competitive beast.
So we might launch into that at the conclusion of this end.
All right, trivia time. Troy's trivia. Alliteration too.
I like it.
We need a little promo
Yeah.
intro.
Well, let's see if I can press one of these buttons and see if it comes through.
Here we go.
I don't know. I don't know if that came through or not, but
Oh, look
I
at
didn't
this
even
from
know.
Jocelyn.
very nice.
Didn't even notice existed.
Yep. No, those are there. There was once I told a joke, and then I accidentally pressed one of these, and the crickets came up. It was funnier than the joke.
I say it was probably appropriate.
Yes.
I need to learn which one's which, and then
We have a little sheet in the roadcaster case where we can actually write down what they are.
okay, I'll have a.
Look, we can test them out on air if you want.
I'll do some research. I'll do some research tonight. And
Yep. You could hear that loud and clear, apparently. So,
Oh, dear. All right, Jocelyn, a lot of room here to add a third.
and I dare say she's in. So that's 3 for Jocilin Hayman. It's already a really big bowl for Ingrid.
She's just overplayed the weight this end. Green running very freely. Even as a local here at Broadbeach, we've had so much rain on the Gold Coast in the last 7 months. It's probably been a long time since Ingrid's played on a quick one.
She cut it down to 2. 4-0 after 2. Oh, definitely not that one. I'm going to stop doing that.
So
I'm like a child.
Jocelyn just rolling the jack there. So we've been doing a Commonwealth Games trivia section day by day, moving through the decades. So we've covered the 70s, 80s and 90s. And so we're moving to the 2000s now, and we're going to focus on the 2002 Manchester Games.
I knew he was going to take us to Manchester because, you know, he's exploiting my age here. I was 6. I don't really know much about the Manchester Games.
And
you knew about the 70s, though.
Yeah, yeah. He fluked the 70s.
I did not.
Educated guess.
True.
Good starter there from Jocelyn. So
what have you got for me?
We'll give the viewers some time too to put their answers in. So it wasn't one of our better medal tallies. So your question is, how many medals did we win across men, women and para at that Manchester Games? And then you can get some bonus points for the colours and who they were.
All right. I know Jimmy Reynolds won a bronze. So there's a bronze there. I think there was a bronze in the Opens as well. It's either 2 or 3. Just trying to think whether we won one more. I'm going to say 3 medals. Silver and 2 bronze.
Okay.
Connor?
I have no idea. I've been wrong all day. So I'm going to say 2 silvers and a bronze.
So I think bronze in the para. A bronze, I think it was it men's pairs maybe? And I think, did we get silver in women's singles? Was it Kaz?
Ooh. So Ingrid creeping up on it here. Falling short.
When are you going to tell us the answers?
I'll give the viewers at home a chance to digest it. No cheating on Google at home. So one indicated here to Jocelyn. Ingrid at 4 o'clock holding second shot with that bowl. No addition to the head there from Jocelyn.
Yeah, it's either 2 or 3. I don't know whether I want to change my answer or not.
This one will just drift wide. So still plenty of room for Jocelyn. She just needs to beat that wing one. And she will be in the count. So the rink has moved over a little bit more towards the middle of the rink. So whereas yesterday we were in full shade at one end, by this time yesterday, we just still do have a little bit of sun on the rink at this northern end. And Ingrid's coming to have a look. Someone only playing the short time she has, her action is pretty good, and obviously common sense to come and have a look at the head. So she'd be receiving some good coaching here down at Broadbeach, helping her develop her game.
Ingrid Penfold. The local hope. She'll have a few people supporting her here, that's for sure. She's just going to cut underneath. So it's going to be Jocilin Hayman on the board once again. Just get the final adjudication on what the score will be. She's already enjoying a prosperous start to the final match of her sectional round. She's already won 2 and zip. She's plus 29 in shots. It's been a fruitful day for Jocelyn. And it's another 2. So she leads at 6-0 after 3 ends. Jostling away.
Okay, so how many medals did Australia win at the 2002 Manchester Games? Have you actually made a final commitment, Val?
So I know there was a silver and a bronze. I'm just wondering if there was another bronze in there. I'm going to say 3.
Okay.
Bronze in the men's paras. I know Jimmy got one. I think was it women's singles bronze? Or silver, sorry. And then there was another bronze in there, maybe men's pairs or something.
You actually did pretty well. It was only 2 medals, though. But you got the rest of it right. Para men's triples.
Yep. James
Reynolds, Neville Reid and Philip Kieran's. And para men's triples. And then Kaz won the silver. Karen Murphy.
Ziti Zalina Ahmad. So she was part of the answer.
She was. She was.
But, yeah, so there wasn't. Damn. Yeah, it wasn't our strongest tally. But then we went to Melbourne in 2006 and won a plethora of gold. Calvin Kirko, Lindsay Clark, Karen Murphy. And then I think it was the men's triples as well. I know Mark Casey and Wayne Turley. Bill Cornell's as well.
Jocelyn just showing her years of experience, the ability to be able to correct. She had quite a bit to correct on the first, and she's done a really good job of it there.
So it was fairly lean from Melbourne to the Gold Coast for Australia in the Com Games. 2010, not the most fun for the Jackaroos. And then 2014, South Africa were the team that dominated. And 2018 and 22, Australia has topped the medal tally.
Well, interestingly, I was looking at the complete history of lawn bowls all the way through since the start, and Australia's actually only 3 on the medal tally.
Behind
so England are number 1 and Scotland 2.
That makes sense. A lot of the Com Games have been held in the Northern Hemisphere. And Australia hadn't actually netted a gold medal on UK soil until, or in any Northern Hemisphere country apart from Canada, until 2022, where we won 3. Could have won a hell of a lot more too, because 3 silver medals in the para disciplines, or sorry, 2 in the para, 1 in the men's triples.
Well done, Ingrid. She done enough. She has.
Yes.
That'll do her confidence the world of good. They prepared very well for those games, didn't they? Because I know locally here, Mount Tambourine were very kind to prepare a green to simulate the conditions that they were going to be playing in.
And I want to give a shout out to Damien Bartlett, the greenkeeper there, as Jocelyn hasn't quite got this one in, so an opportunity for 2 here for Ingrid Penfold. But yeah, I want to give a shout out to the greenkeeper at Mount Tambourine, Damien Bartlett, who did everything he could in his power to get that green running like it would be in Birmingham. And it killed him to do it because he loves the quick greens, and he grew up greenkeeping at Club Tweed. As Ingrid is on the board. 6 shots to 1 after 4 ends in favour of Jocilin Hayman. But yeah, Damo did an unbelievable job of manicuring that green. He did it to perfection, and the way that it was running was so similar to Birmingham. We had a Trans-Tasman on those very greens. We also had a trial period up there as well, a selection camp. Had the pleasure of heading up there as well, and the announcement for the Commonwealth Games team in 2022 was actually undertaken at Mount Tambourine, so it was really good to give back to the club, and they looked after us really well, so it's absolutely brilliant.
And a beautiful spot up there in the hinterland. People often forget about that with the Gold Coast. It's it's all about the beaches and things, but 25 minutes inland, there's a gorgeous hinterland. There's everything on offer on the Gold Coast for visitors.
Yep. I'm thinking of going to visit tomorrow. Troy, what can you recommend? Got the day off tomorrow.
The Bowls
going
Club
up to Mount Tambourine. I might stay away from a bowls club tomorrow.
Go see Damo.
Oh, I'm popping quickly, but...
Yeah.
Really good distillery up there.
Ooh.
Really good distillery with shelves and shelves of different homemade liqueurs and different bits and pieces.
Any Penfolds?
No,
Because we have a Penfold here.
we do.
Any good bushwalks you can recommend, Troy?
Oh, there's a few up there.
Springbrook National Park, is that up that way?
There's a few nice waterfall. No, that's a bit further south. A few nice waterfall walks up around that way. That aren't too long either.
Do you like a waterfall?
It's a pretty hefty correction required here from Ingrid. She's just overcorrected there.
Jocelyn, she'll need to do so herself. But it is a great part of the world up here. You've got Mount Tamborine very close, and it's not on the Gold Coast technically, but also Club Tweed and Tweed Head's not far away. Byron Bay's only about an hour and 15 away. Went down there on a day off once.
2 hours to the Sunshine Coast. It's
Yep.
a really good central spot to get out and about and see a few different spots than just stay on the main tourist strip. A lot of room here for Jocelyn to add.
She has done it extremely well so far today.
Very surprised if she can't add here.
She looks like she's in. It's coming around.
It's a
And,
bit short, but it's in.
Yep. Sometimes it doesn't matter if you're short, because if you're counting, it'll do.
Big bowl for Ingrid now.
Yeah, she's pretty quick.
She hopped up a bit quick off the mat with that one. She sort of let that one rip a bit.
Very quick. In the pit. Plop it goes. So a chance for a 3 here for Jocelyn. Can she get to 9? Yep, she sure can. That might even be the one. Just drifting underneath. Oh, no, I think that was. I can't quite see on the monitor, and we've got people in our way, so we can't quite
So it is 3.
get a gauge. But yes, 9 shots to 1. This has been a rocketing start from Jocilin Hayman. Already nearly at double figures. And what's the rule, Troy? Get to 10 first.
That's it. Your odds on. Especially when you do it in this quicker fashion.
I've only been playing 20 minutes.
The marker may look familiar for you. That's Di. She's back for the 3rd game here this afternoon. And a bit of a shout out to Robin, who's doing the scoreboard at the back. So I had a good chat to Robin in the bar. And she's a perfect example of why clubs need to work hard on bringing juniors in, because her son started playing bowls here at the Broadbeach Club in the junior squad they have here. And lo and behold, within about 3 or 4 months, Mama and Dad were both starting to bowl themselves. So Broadbeach have netted 3 new members instead of just 1 through engaging through their junior program.
How good's that?
And the whole family are loving it. Robin was laughing to me saying that her and her husband now sit on the couch and they're both on YouTube watching bowls, and they look at each other and go, well, what's happened to us? They've become bowls nuffies. Highly addictive was her words.
There's worse things to be addicted to. Sport is right up there with one of the best things to be addicted to, especially when it's live and unscripted. Has Jocelyn made the correction? You bet she has. So her first bowls, there's been a couple that have been right on, but a couple that have been a little bit further off the mark.
Her ability to correct's been wonderful.
Yep, it really has. And I think this one's just a little bit short for Ingrid.
This one looks like it's a bit runny as well. So somewhere in the middle here for Ingrid. Overs and unders, like Goldilocks, looking for the one that's just right. Could she do it here? Just needs it to stop. And Di says measure.
This one just needs to stop.
Doesn't want to slice the kitty. No, she doesn't.
Not sure who you're ruling here. Tend to favour those jack high ones.
I'm thinking the jack high from the side on view, not looking at the TV. It sort of seems to me that Jocelyn might have it with that.
But things can change. Has this got the journey? Has this got the journey? It's got the line, but not the legs. So is Jocelyn into double figures? Hasn't scored a single yet. This might be the first. Or are we getting a measure? Get the tape out. Chocks underneath.
Still going to get the chocks today.
You haven't bought them yet. Troy, you're playing tomorrow.
I've still got about another 5 days here at Broadbeach before the mowing my luck. They'll be out of stock of chocks.
Right.
You know what? I'm going to babysit you tomorrow at your lunch break, as this is 1-2 red. One more to Jocelyn. She's into double figures. 10-1 is the scoreline. You need to make sure, Troy, go and get your chocks. In the morning, get here, go in there.
Get the chocks. Need to set a calendar reminder.
I
I'm
think
skipping tomorrow, so I won't need them tomorrow.
Okay.
Order 4's action on tomorrow at Broadbeach Bowling Club.
I think it's women's 4 action we've got. Is it tomorrow
Men's
or
fours
men's?
tomorrow.
Men's tomorrow. Yep. Jocelyn hoping it stays on, and it will.
So again, the first bowl for Jocelyn, a little bit past the jack, but at least she's getting them past. Like I don't think she's put any of her first short.
No, she's been very consistent with that, and then the second one's been right on it.
Yep.
So we'll see if that trend continues.
One's cutting underneath, so not sure if that'll affect the count, but I dare say no one's holding shot yet. To take a phrase from your book, Troy.
Yeah, they're counters, not shots.
And this one, I think it's a much nicer correction. Have a look at this, Troy.
She's done it again. Hasn't quite nailed it like some of the other ends, but it's still roundabout and pretty good.
And it still puts that pressure on Ingrid. No, she's gone 2-2-2, 3 and 1.
Green is running about 15.5 to 16, somewhere in that time frame. Maybe slightly slower than what it got through in that second game. They were certainly running through the head in the second game. It's starting to get a bit cooler and later in the day.
Oh, that's nice from Ingrid Penfold. Well played. That's the one at the moment. Down 10-1. It's been rampant from Jocilin Hayman so far. Can she keep it up? It's pretty well pointed here. Can she get the Ingrid Penfold bowl? No.
A little bit worried about the weight on this one.
Been bowling for, what is it, about 13 months?
Correct.
Ingrid Penfold is already her second Australian Open, so great to see. First singles campaign. It's only minus 10 from her 2 games, or minus 7. Minus 10. I was right the first time. This is not a bad looking effort from Jocilin Hayman. Oh.
A little bit stiff there, just couldn't quite get back to the jack enough.
So Ingrid's going to come up and have an inspection.
She's got nothing past the head, so there's no shots on to make a count or do anything. It's a simple draw shot to try and add to count. Whatever she decides to do, she just needs to make sure she's got good grass. Do not cut the head when holding.
So, to get on the board again and get a multiple here, Ingrid Penfold. She can clear the front. Just too much weight on it. So, be another one to the Broadbeach local. 10 shots to 2 is the score in favour of Jocilin Hayman. That is after 7 ends and half an hour of play.
Some familiar faces for anyone who caught the last session in our rinks beside us.
Dawn Owens.
And Annette McCormick.
Yep, Colleen Orr on that rink next door. Terry Turner watching in Fife, Scotland. Great to have your company, Terry. In the comments, let us know where you're watching from. Troy watching in Broadbeach. Connor watching in Hobart in Cremorne.
In Broadbeach at the moment.
Your heart's in Cremorne, though.
It is.
Well, that's a better first bowl from Ingrid. She's been a bit loose with the first one. And whilst she's missed the line a bit, her weight's actually quite good. So it's always easier to correct a little bit rather than if you're, 12 feet through the head and wide. It's very hard to know, well, where do I correct back from that?
And again, Jocelyn not short with her first. Gives herself some stuff to work with.
Foot more grass and Ingrid will be all over it. Close to doing that here. Look at this for a bowl. Tracking in beautifully.
And a toucher. Nicely done from Ingrid Penfold. She'll like that. And a few cheers coming from the deck behind us at Broadbeach. They liked it too.
Yeah, I'm not sure Jocelyn liked that one. She was shooing flies away with a hand with that one.
Yeah, not happy at all. So, the first time she hasn't been able to correct with her second, Jocilin Hayman.
And Ingrid now with the first chance to actually apply a little bit of pressure.
Can she put in a third? Has she got the journey here? Has she got the journey? Oh yeah, there's no problems there. So she's holding 3 at the moment.
In the context of the game, where we've been to, this would be a real surprise this end if she can take a number.
Yeah.
Because Jocelyn's been all over her.
Yeah, the momentum has been well and truly with Jocilin Hayman. Well, this one's coming back. It's all about the weight here. And she she can cut it down.
Only one now. That's a good save.
Can't wrestle the shot. Can Ingrid put in a second? Maybe get a little tuck away, make a couple, or make more than a couple.
It's not a good track, but doesn't want to run into Jocelyn's.
Well.
She did tuck it away.
Well.
And
that's close to 3.
No, I think this is.
What a great bowl from Ingrid Penfold.
It's exactly what I was sort of alluding to. She sort of got the little lucky rub, but she was in the right area. And it is 3. Well, this could almost be game on. So Jocelyn, she's changing hands here with a bit of weight.
Yeah, she might be having a bit of a rumble in the jungle here.
I like it.
She's certainly arriving.
Oh, I reckon she's cut it down to 2. Oh, no. Yes.
Might even only be 1.
Just the one.
Good save, but 2 ends in a row for Ingrid Penfold. 10-3.
Well, like her namesake, she is getting better with age into this game.
I was thinking of how to weave that in. And Troy Corber, not just a pretty face.
I was waiting for a vintage call somewhere.
That's not bad either.
Yeah.
Might just show myself out. You two are completely outdoing me.
Can she back it up here with another strong first bowl?
She's not far away. Solid start from Ingrid there. Just finished about a foot or 2 behind Jack.
Yeah, she's definitely settled down a little bit.
Yeah.
So in the comments, we've got Shane Shaw in Perth lying in bed post-op after a full knee replacement 6 days ago. Can't play, but can at least watch. Well, we hope all is going okay, Shane. And hope you're back on the greens very shortly at your local club in Western Australia and that at the AO, maybe at some stage in the future. We've got Ray Thorne watching from Sunbury. Good part of the world down there. And Jaco Immelman watching from South Africa. Good evening to you, or good morning, I should say. This one's going to drop short and under.
drifting home nicely again here.
Yeah, I reckon this is going to be in for 2. Nicely played from Jocilin Hayman.
Just one indicated by Di.
Oh.
Indication there, I was with you, Val. It just stopped a little bit. It is starting just to slow down a little bit in that area that's now in the shade.
The comments, Ray Mitchell, watching from Albury, New South Wales. Good afternoon to you. This one's moving pretty quick, but it will slow down. Oh, what a bad effort.
Well, based on the previous call, she's got 2 seconds now. If it was one shot before, that's 2 seconds for Ingrid.
But Jocilin Hayman can afford to sort of sit and arrive and stay on that bowl and possibly force it out for 3. Front bowl does look closer than the bowl that's just landed from Ingrid. What has Jocelyn done? Yeah, too wide. Ingrid coming down to have a look.
She may look to come down on that backhand side and try and sit that bowl, or a little trail for 3. That's what she looks to be staring down. Well, based on all the body language and positioning there, we dare say she's coming onto her backhand. She's not going silly at it. Is it going to hold in time?
Well, it's coming.
Ooh.
Just drifting through. Not a bad effort. So Jocelyn needs to be careful not to get any jack movement here. She's holding 1. If she gets jack movement, could be a few down. It's tracking pretty well. Either crash into her front, knock it up. Won't do that, but has that got him for 2? Oh, it's fallen out. Not sure.
I think it's in, Val, I'd say.
It's close. I reckon it'll be a measure for a few. Bit of glorious day on the Gold Coast today. Almost no wind chill, which has been lovely. Troy hasn't needed the blanket. But Murphy's Law, if you didn't bring it, you would have needed it.
Well, this looks like 3 that Di's holding up in a hand here.
Which would really hurt Ingrid Penfold. Di, it's just not giving us too much. And it is 3 red paddles, which means Jocilin Hayman moves to within 2 ends of victory. 2 full counts anyway. 13-3. It's been a good afternoon for her so far. Enjoying herself immensely. Green 4, ring 22.
Looks to be good weight again here.
Yeah. This is her best opening bowl for a while, I think.
Ingrid's going to need a sit here. She gets it. She'll be happy with that because she was flying through the head a bit there.
Definitely. Can never be upset with one shot. Jocilin Hayman just needs to replicate her first bowl, and she's close to doing that.
Thought I spotted Hulk Hogan then, just walking past, but it wasn't to be.
Oh, is that what you were gesticulating to me?
Wasn't the Hulkster.
Well, I can see he's got Gold Coast Harley Davidson on, so if he wasn't the Hulk, I think a bikie would probably also work out well.
Ingrid Penfold currently holding 2 here. Still plenty of room for Jocilin Hayman.
Can it hang on? It does.
So Jocelyn's just going to keep peppering. That's what the afternoon has looked like so far, and Ingrid is just going to have to answer if she can.
Can she get another sit?
Just shaves past. Really strong start from the New South Wales Engadine product. Very big club down there. This one's not got the legs at all. So looking like it might be a wonder, Jocelyn, but plenty of room here for Ingrid.
She's having a look.
Yep.
So you mentioned Engadine. For our overseas viewers, it's a southern suburb of Sydney, 33 k's from the CBD. Actually named after the Engadine Valley in Switzerland. That's what it's named for.
There you go. So if you want a bit of Switzerland in Sydney, go to Engadine.
Maybe they do a good fondue there somewhere.
Switzerland definitely on the bucket list.
Paul O'Grady, the great soccer player, and Billy Dibb, world featherweight boxing champion, both hailed from Engadine.
There you go. But yeah, Switzerland definitely on the bucket list for me. I'd love to go there. Big Roger Federer fan, so.
Get your cash book ready.
Yep. I was just in Monaco, so.
Switzerland would probably be better.
I think Europe's just as expensive as a whole now, the way our dollar's going. But how's this bowl going? It's just going to come over the top. One more to Jocilin Hayman, 14-3. Seven shots away from ending her afternoon early. On a picturesque Tuesday afternoon on the Gold Coast.
Jocelyn, how does on 14, potentially within 2 ends of tying up the game. Ingrid has been given a challenge the last couple of ends though. Great start from Jocelyn. Finishing a foot short.
This one's powering through. She would have loved a bit of the jack. Jocelyn want to correct here.
Ingrid's been in the areas the last few ends. Despite being a bit heavy, she's at least getting the line right and playing through the head, and that gives you opportunity.
I've just been alerted to in the comments by Paul, it is a Wednesday. You lose track of days when you're up at an event. You kind of feel like, okay, today's day 5. Couldn't tell you what day that was. That's a nice little touch of the jack.
Did you say Tuesday?
I did. I said a picturesque Tuesday afternoon. Thank you, Paul.
Every day around a bowls green just feels like a Saturday, doesn't it?
It does. And honestly, it does feel like a weekend. Or it feels, I don't know. It's like that scene in Seinfeld. It feels like Tuesday. Tuesday has no feel. So what has Ingrid got? She's down 2. Things sitting fairly precariously for her.
She looks quick again.
But if she gets some jack movement, it could help, and she does. So, still, I don't know. It's definitely 1. And she has cut it down. But that is an eternity of room for Jocilin Hayman to not add another.
A little bit of new territory out wide here. Will be slightly slower out there.
No matter. For Jocilin Hayman. Back to 2. So Ingrid Penfold. Just want to control that weight a tiny little bit.
Looks better for weight.
She just treacled through too far and it's fallen the wrong way, but she has cut it down again. Enough to get him for second shot. And again, she'll make it. Oh, went the early crow. No, she'll make it 2 now.
Di's having a good hard look at it.
Surely.
Just
one
the
and
one.
a measure. All right, have I gone the early crow?
You didn't put your hat on it, so that's all right.
No, nor my microphone. Ingrid Penfold. This one's going to trundle to a halt very shortly, so let's get the adjudication as to whether this is a 1, a 2, maybe a 3. One, 2. I was right again. But is it a 3? If it is, it puts Jocilin Hayman into the checkout zone. And just the 2 it is. But she's within 5 of victory now. Lost just the 3 ends in this contest. It's been a comprehensive afternoon.
Comprehensive day for Jocilin Hayman. Won her first 2. For a pretty considerable margin.
Yeah, plus 29 across the first 2. So this has already got her into the 40s. Jack rolls have been good. It's pretty much been the same length the whole time for her.
Why change?
Just hasn't missed a beat. Really impressive. See what she can do with her first.
The scene was set in the first end when she put 3 within a foot.
What's she got here? She's going to go past once more. Watch her correct with her second.
For Jocelyn, who looks likely to progress in her section, she's obviously going to come up against tougher and tougher opposition as she goes. And something that she may well think and reflect on is just tidying up that first bowl a little bit. When she starts coming up against harder and harder opposition, they're going to hurt her with that first bowl if it's that far away.
Yeah. And that is what does happen as you get to the round of 128. You're only going to meet tougher and tougher opponents. As this one, well, we said her second is good. I don't know if she's corrected enough to get shot, but that's a nice little sight up.
So Ingrid didn't go past far with her first. Looks like she's corrected pretty well here.
That'd be two. Same hand, I feel, for Jocelyn. This one's looking very nice.
Oh, what a shot coming in here.
Nice indeed.
Hold up long enough. Did.
One will be enough to get her into the checkout zone. Being within an end of victory. Relatively quick shot today, it seems.
So nothing to lose here for Ingrid. Promote her own, sit the shot bowl. Just over draw weight.
It's coming. One more left to come for both. Can Jocelyn heap more pressure on at a second?
Tracking good again
yeah.
here. Just needs it to turn and fall over.
Doesn't fall, but...
No. It's enough for two, though.
Yep. I was going to say, I'd say it's enough, and then I has confirmed it. So Ingrid coming up to have another look. So, as it stands, 18-3. But there is one more left to come for Ingrid Penfold. Can she wrestle it back?
Well, interestingly, she's changing her hand here onto the backhand.
Because if she does get a little trail on that jack, she could make three.
Don't mind it.
It's tracking okay. Just going to run out of puff.
Oh, gee, that's a good try.
Yeah. Maybe it has done enough. I don't know. Has it done enough?
It's close to being better than her other one that she had.
Yeah, we are measuring for this. Could be any which way. It could be 2 to Jocelyn. It could be 1 to Ingrid. We don't know. She's at least cut it down. Oh, just hasn't snuck in. Now she just wants to have a quick check.
Ingrid says, give me your stretchy tape, Di. I want the stretchy tape. Tell you what, Colleen Orr must do some Ks in a game. She's up and down the green.
Yep.
Running around like a greyhound. Plenty of energy still.
Yep. So we're getting the adjudication. I think this is one to Jocelyn. It is. So she did cut it down in the end there, Ingrid. Margin out to 14, 17-3.
Puts Jocelyn in the checkout zone.
Certainly does. Groceries are on the conveyor belt. Just ready to pay.
Nearly loses the jack. Keeps it on though.
So this is end number 12. Or 13, I should say. Scoreboard hasn't quite updated. And that first ball, another one passed. So she's definitely not, I think the positive for her, while she's not absolutely nailing her openers, as we've said, Jocelyn is getting them past, and that will help her in the round of 128. You would assume that she's getting through now. What has Ingrid Penfold done?
Don't count me off yet, she says. Oh, stopped a bit quick there.
Yeah.
It's enough though, I think.
Oh, definitely. So in for one. And Jocelyn says, "I'ma raise you."
As she's done all day. Such a good correction with the second bowl.
Ingrid, I don't know if she's got the weight here. Dropping short. Is it in the draw? Oh, Jocelyn's been going the other hand, so that's okay.
Tracking nicely again here. Will it run it out? And it does. Flops over onto the line for two.
Should put her into a very strong position if she's able to maintain it. Just going through the motions. 16-3 is the score. Or sorry, 17-3 I should say. Having an issue with the scoreboard at the moment. Of course, it's when we're late in the day. Still two to Jocilin Hayman. Could she make it a third and really heap the pressure on?
Well, Ingrid actually snuck in for second there.
Oh, did she?
Yeah, Di's only got the one paddle up.
Ooh,
so
that's
handy for Ingrid.
Oh, yeah, I think she may have. How's Jocelyn's weight? Not quite. Scoreboard back up and running. Connor, you're a whiz. You are just a whiz.
Try my best.
It's your best is perfection, my friend.
I'm no Lachlan Williams.
Nah, you're doing pretty well, mate.
Wait till tomorrow when he's back on and in control.
He might be rusty, though. He might be rusty.
Ingrid Penfold,
Oh,
what
gone.
can she do?
Going big. Oh, hello.
She may have made a number here.
Hello, Tiger.
Hello, Ingrid. That is...
Vintage.
I think she's made 3 here.
It's close, isn't it?
Yep, I think she's got that. That is a ripper.
Good on her.
And you know what? Sometimes you can be a bit frustrated. The score might not be going your way, and you can go, you know what? I'm having a ping. And she's had a ping, and I reckon she might have made a triple here. This is close anyway.
2 out.
Give it to her, Jocelyn. She deserves it. Ah.
Oh, no. Tape, I think.
Yep.
There we go.
Interesting place to keep it.
Jocelyn helping out.
Yep. What is it? What have we got? Is it a 2? Is it a 3? It is...
In fact, Ingrid went back to that back one. I think it's only 2.
2.
Yeah.
Still, a great effort. 17-5 is the score.
This is where maybe Ingrid's inexperience playing a part. Like, it's probably, why not do something really out of the box, like bring the mat right up to the minimum mark, try and do something really radically different. You got nothing to lose.
All the ends have kind of been the same length, haven't they? Oh, no, you don't want to lose it. You don't want to lose it. Oh, no. Plop.
Di gets a roll for the day.
As you're saying, Troy, despite the jack going to pit, it doesn't really matter because it has been really the same length. So it's not like, I think the mat stayed where it was. And judging by speed, it looks like Jocelyn's sending it the same length anyway. Or
Yeah.
thereabouts.
Oh, well, they have been very similar lengths when both have had the mat. Can Ingrid Penfold mount a little comeback? Got her first multiple.
It's not tracking too badly. She needs it to stop.
But see, in the sunshine, it's moving a lot quicker. Like, it actually hooped back a fair bit there.
Yeah.
Going
Took off a little bit.
in the northern direction, completely different. It's part and parcel of problem solving in this sport. And Jocelyn, again, passed with her first.
It's one of the hardest things often in a green, taking the sun out of it, if there's like a green patch, and you've got to have enough weight to get through the green patch to get to the jack. But if you go through the green patch too much, you end up 8 foot long. It can be really tricky.
It's insane how some parts of this same piece of grass will travel so much quicker than the others. It's one of the beauties of this sport. This one's tracking pretty well.
Guess what? She's corrected with her second again. Not as well as previous.
Still one to Ingrid.
Yeah, those shadows are definitely playing a factor in this game. I thought for all money that bowl was going to pull up short when it was in the shadows, and then it just kept rolling. Once it got through that line there, it just kept rolling and rolling and rolling, and even finished past the jack.
Like that one there, that just stopped. So, Jocilin Hayman, she's got 2 past. If any trail on that jack, that's liquid gold for her. Such a great release too, really smooth. Have a look at this. Almost does the Karen Murphy. Swings the pendulum, then gets down, one hand on her opposite leg. How's
Head
this
nice
going?
and steady.
The way her bowls have been moving, that should be enough. It is, I reckon. Yes. See what Ingrid Penfold can do with her last of this 14th exchange. It's pretty quick. He's gone through the back. Is there...
Yeah, I'm just looking at how many seconds thirds, I should say, does Colleen have? Jocelyn, sorry.
She's not going for it anyway.
Yeah, I was going to say, knock that bowl out. Game over. Oh, needs to be a little careful.
Ooh.
Is it a hang about? No.
She got a toucher.
Yeah, thought she just nicked it. Lucky she didn't nick it more. She would have been one down.
Yep.
So one more to Jocelyn. 18-5. I would have had a cowboy shot at that. Try and finish it off. Get rid of the bowl. Stay in the clubhouse having a soda water.
We haven't seen much aggression here on Rinkside Live.
No.
Everyone's playing very conservative.
Julie Tripaz in our first game had a couple of little runners. Got some good results. Other than that, it's been quite sedate.
And again, that's one of her best first bowls for the contest, Jocilin Hayman. David Baker in the comments. Go, Colleen.
It's getting late, Bakes.
It's been, we've been here since 8 o'clock this morning, so you can forgive us. Troy was here earlier. He got all the tripods. Oh my God. Tripads. Give Julie tripads. Tripads. It's 3 iPads in one. Tripods. Three away is Jocilin Hayman. And she's currently holding 2. Pressure is on Ingrid Penfold.
So good correction on weight. Fortunately missed a line.
Just the one for Jocelyn. He's looking to finish it off. Send.
This one's got the afterburners on, I think.
Yep. And into the ditch. So, Jocilin Hayman holding 1, we think. 1 and a measure. Ingrid needs to be in the count here. Or at least change things. I'm still favouring this as very close to 2. Is this the bowl that can win this for Jocilin Hayman? I'm not sure that it is.
That one's sailing too.
Yep. Oh, this is pretty quick.
So a bit of a loose end there.
Yep. Only 5 bowls on the rink at the end of it. 3 in the ditch. Is it 1 or 2? Looks close for the second. It really does. 1 kicked out. Get the tape out. If it is a 2 for Jocelyn, she only needs 1 more to conclude this contest. What are we favouring, Troy?
I think it's only 1.
I'm going 2. I reckon it's a double.
If the game goes on too much longer, the rug is going to have to come out because we're now in full shade.
Yeah, we are.
And the wind has just picked up a little bit.
I reckon we've just seen 2, 1, and my eyes today.
Wow. You going to the casino tonight, Val?
No.
Gamble responsibly here, everyone.
20-5 is the score. 1 end possibly to play. She only needs 1 more shot. She's dropped only the 4 ends in this contest, Jocilin Hayman. She's been in a rampant mood.
Exquisite today by Jocelyn.
Plus 44 at the moment across her 3 games so far. She's dominated her section. She's dominated the afternoon. And this one might be her best opening bowl of the lot. It's just drifted away. She had the right weight. Hooped back again.
Those that might be interested after our second stream today, Colin was in a battle with Dawn.
I have been looking at that.
And don't write off as a chance for Annette McCormack, the fish, still being a chance of getting through.
Colleen was, when I was looking, 16-5 up, I think, at one stage, and she's 16-11 now.
Really?
Yeah.
Dawn is a fighter. We saw that. She is an avid fighter, does not give up. And this is a very good bowl from Jocilin Hayman. Holding game. And of course, just by holding 1, it's going to be holding game. Ingrid Penfold, if she gets any jack, she's gone through too far.
Doesn't need to correct much, though.
Just smooth release there, Jocilin Hayman. What has she got?
Looks pretty good again here.
Good grouping. It's been one of her stronger ends.
Might give Ingrid 1 to land off here, though. Looks quite quick from the hand.
Yeah, it's just going to hold out. So it goes around the back. It's going to come down to Ingrid Penfold's final delivery of the end to see if we go on 1 more.
Well, we saw Dawn Owens in the second game continue it on for a few more ends with her last bowl.
That was majestic, what she put together.
Jocelyn hasn't worried about covering the back. She just wants to pile them in the head.
Yeah, well, she's holding pretty much a full count here, very close to it, at least 3.
Have some fun with this one, Ingrid.
Yep, go big. She's already done it once. And it is a drive.
How's it looking?
It's going to swing back. It's going to swing back.
Got it.
Got the jack.
And that'll be 3 shots.
Wowee. Ingrid Penfold. 2 drives. 5 shots from them.
Maybe she should have gone with this earlier. Mat up. Kitty in the ditch.
Do it now. 100%. We go on.
What would she do with the mat? She's continued to put it halfway up the line. I still think she should be changing it here.
Mat up, jack back.
Yep. I think that's the way to go, but persisting with this mid-length.
Maybe playing on her mind is she's had a propensity of being quite long at times, so maybe she's really not very comfortable with the short end. But when you're in the situation you're in, you need to try something different.
Yeah.
And when you're driving as well as she is.
Exactly. Keep it short. Bring your drive into the game.
You only need 1. She's not missed. Gone at 100% strike rate. Jocelyn did everything right in that last end. Probably should have. You said that maybe she should have gone back and covered. That was probably the only thing that she could have done.
No, she was going for the win. And
yeah.
The best thing she could have done was cover the jack, and she's left it open.
Oh, has that gotten in for shot? Not sure. And I think the battle for Ingrid is to try and get to double figures if she can. (20-8) is the score. This is holding nicely. Do we have a momentum changer?
So Dawn Owens has just picked up another 2, now only 3 behind.
Yeah.
She did this in her last match against Annette McCormick, got within 2 and then just dropped a really big number, and that was all she wrote. Jocilin Hayman coming in very nicely. She'll want some jack. She'll want some jack now. Now she doesn't. Measure called. I'm probably favouring 1 to Ingrid.
One blue nominated late by Di.
Never doubt me, Troy.
You have been on fire today. I've been impressed.
Douglas Wilcock in the comments. Good morning from Bulgaria. Haven't had a Bulgaria before.
Welcome.
Whereabouts in Bulgaria? Are you in Sofia or another city? How is this tracking from Jocilin Hayman? She'll want it to keep running. It's doing its utmost. It's trying. Might be going on again. They're both coming up. So Douglas is in Rusa, so that sounds like a wonderful place to be watching Rinkside Live. Apparently it's too cold for the Tasmanians that are walking behind us. Even Connor's cold.
I'm okay.
No, today's all right.
I'm okay compared to the previous 2 days.
All right.
Sure, there's too much to think about here. She's got her own bowl on the way in. Just needs to try and draw as close as she can. Yeah, she does not want to be tight and knock Jocelyn's bowls up.
But has she got the
she gonna
jack?
get the
Oh,
she has.
Ingrid Penfold, you are a star.
My goodness.
Oh, wow.
That's weight with the last bowl and the last 3 ends.
Oh, this is unbelievable. I think we're going on again, ladies and gentlemen.
It's going to take a good one here from Jocelyn. She's going to have to hang right on the lip.
A good one. It's going to take something spectacular.
She's going to need a lip hanger.
I don't think she can believe this. A fish hook. 1 and a measure called. Jocilin Hayman. Well, this would be a way to win it. If Jocelyn can't nail it, I kind of hope it's 2 because she's fought so hard. She deserves double figures here, Ingrid Penfold.
She might just keep going. Could be the most miraculous comeback we've seen in live stream history.
From 20 to 5 down, if she wins, it would be the all-time comeback we've seen on Rinkside Live. This one is tracking, but it's not going to get there. Is it? What's the total going to be? Been down game on an abundance of occasions here, and she keeps finding a way. Keeps trailing things into the ditch, keeps driving. She's having a ball.
So they're going to have a measure. While they're sorting that out, score update for everyone. So that last end between Colleen Orr and Dawn Owens. Dawn was holding 3, which would have tied the game at 16 all, and Colleen has come up and trailed the jack with the last to make 1. So she's now 17-13. And Annette McCormick is leading 12-7. So still very much alive, that section. Not sure what Colleen's shot margin is like.
What is the total? We had to measure into the lip or into the ditch. We are going again. Just the one. 20-9. Lloyd Christmas is starting to think about his chance. He doesn't even have words.
Been a beautiful day here on the Gold Coast.
So you're telling me there's a chance? How many ends do we have left? Is there a twist in this tale? It's highly unlikely.
I'm just still
but it can
amazed
happen.
they're doing the same mat length.
Mm.
So Ingrid Penfold, she's fighting grimly. Tooth and nail sort of stuff. Can Jocilin Hayman finally put the final nail in the coffin?
She somehow needs to conjure a front hopper here.
Because it would start to get frustrating for her. I think if this goes another 3 or 4 ends, which at the moment, it's looking like it might. The way Ingrid's lifted.
The rug's coming out.
Oh, we almost got through the day.
I don't need the hoodie.
Darth Troy. Does look like a very warm rug.
Oh, it's lovely. And this is going to be number 2 here. And a good number 2.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow.
We talked about weight being a change of fortunes for Ingrid. Maybe that might work for Jocelyn.
Yep, go big. Have a crack. I think that's
Certainly
what we're seeing.
Needs to at least finish behind the head to open that up as a good option for her.
She's going to cut under. Is he going to hold? Ingrid's got a chance to put in a third. This would be something remarkable if she was to pull this off at her home club. She's still a while behind, still 11 shots. Of course, very highly unlikely that she'll pull it off, but you never know. Jocelyn's really trying hard to finish this one off.
Well, that last bowl doesn't help her with playing weight either.
Still a chance in the forehand. She's sticking to that backhand and going more traditional draw.
It's not far away.
Needs a hold around the front. She can push this up for a third.
Well, she won't. It's okay, still 2, but she's still going to have to try and conjure something up with her last.
Counting behind the head is what Ingrid will be looking to do, so that if there's any movement back, she still holds shot. The weight looks okay.
More than okay, I think. Or is it just going to travel? Still 2. So at the moment, she's sitting in double figures. But can Jocilin Hayman finally shut the door?
Jocelyn needs to be careful she doesn't play too much weight to this head, because if she just gets the kitty sideways a little bit, she could drop 4.
It's coming. She might get her own in. Oh, she's rocketed through, and it's still 1 down. Almost got it on a result.
Could even still be 2.
Oh, yep, 2 paddles. It is 2011. 3 ends in a row.
6 unanswered shots from Ingrid.
Stranger things have happened.
Can she somehow conjure 10 more?
It's only 3 ends. Who knows? If this was to happen, this would be the most remarkable of comebacks. She was 20-5 down. She's at her home club. Crowd watching her intently.
Yeah, the crowd's really come out for this afternoon session.
Well, I have seen in a Division 1 game in Tasmania many, many years ago, a fours game, the team was 15 up with 3 to play, and they dropped 6-5-5. Lost the game by 1.
Which team was it?
That was in a Division 1 game. Derwent versus Sandy Bay. Sandy Bay.
Who lost?
To Derwent's favour. I was playing in that game for Derwent with the great Alex Stanilos.
You would have been pumped after that.
I think it was disbelief more than anything. It was just like, did that really just happen?
Was that shirts off celebration sort of stuff, or?
Bit of Kelvin.
Yeah.
Kelvin and disco.
Why not? So, again, The first bowl passed, but it's enough to hold game for now. I think Ingrid, based on the way that she's fought, she 100% deserves to be in double figures here. She has not given up. She has fought right to the very end.
The weight's pretty good.
Yeah, it's not over yet. It is not over yet. 3 ends in a row, and she's holding again here. Another multiple, and I think Jocelyn may start to get a bit nervous. I know I would be.
Haven't seen her a great deal on this backhand side today.
It was 20-5. Jocelyn was holding 2, and there was a huge drive that put the jack in the ditch. Oh, Jocelyn was holding 3, I think. Put the jack in the ditch.
So she's got the shot back with that last bowl, Jocelyn.
Holding game again.
Again, I don't think the weight's too bad.
Ingrid Penfold, have you done it again? Have you done it again, Ingrid? Oh, I'm not sure.
I don't think so.
Needs it to stay up.
She has. Oh, no, she hasn't.
No, she hasn't.
Red's up. Sorry.
Yep, I got confused too.
Oh.
Wow. I'm backing we're going again.
You reckon?
Yep.
She's going to pull it out again?
I think we're going again.
Just quickly next door, Colleen Orr has taken that game out.
Very similar to how Dawn Owen's second game ended. Well, this is it. If Ingrid can't get the job done.
Well, she should play weight, shouldn't she? That's what's been working.
Here we go.
And she
Watch
is.
it. Yep. Trailer jack in the ditch. No, this time it's not getting back.
Does it get lucky?
No.
So she'd be favouring that she was down. She'll have a look. It's pretty close. I still think Jocelyn's going to have to play this final bowl. Or no.
Seems pretty...
Yeah. Pretty confident. So this might be the end of the resistance for Ingrid Penfold.
Gutsy effort.
It really was. She deserved to get to double figures. There is the handshake. There is the conclusion. That is it. Round of applause for Jocilin Hayman, who gets the job done. It was a lot longer than what she thought she was going to have to play. An extra 4 ends it went, but it is over and done. She'll move through to the round of 128 after a spirited fight back from Ingrid Penfold. 21-11 to New South Wales and Engadines. Jocilin Hayman. Troy Corber, thank you very much for today.
Thank you, Val, and thank you to you both. I'll be going AWOL tomorrow to have a trundle myself.
Good luck tomorrow. Hopefully all goes well, my friend.
Well, no disrespect. I hope to be not back with you on Friday.
Yep.
Because it'll mean I'm still in the hunt.
Selfishly, I hope you are back, but no, I hope everything goes really well tomorrow and that we see you topping your section.
Well, you never know.
And Connor Munnings, thank you very much. Enjoy your couple of days off.
It's been a pleasure. Got a whole new team tomorrow, Val.
Yes, I do. I think it's Andrew Howie, myself and Lachlan Williams tomorrow. So a bit different, but a nice little pit stop for a couple of days. You two deserving a well and truly earned break. But I'll be with you tomorrow from 9 a.m. Men's Fours action. It's Jocilin Hayman 21, Ingrid Penfold 11. And from us here at Rinkside Live, Val Febo, Troy Corber and Connor Munnings, it's goodbye for now. Have a great night.